I will call to order the regular meeting of the Board of Education, which was duly noticed on August 4th, 2023, through posting and notification of the press in accordance with Wisconsin State Statute 1984. Consider a motion. Sorry, let me get to the top of my agenda. How about that? Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Most of the time.
All right, can I have a motion to adopt the August 8th Board of Education agenda?
So moved. Second.
All right, Greg and John, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? That passes 9-0. Thank you. Safety message, Carl.
Yes, I just want to talk a moment about our cars. We, over the years, buy new cars or new used cars and with them come a multitude of new features, many of them supposedly safety. Too loud?
You're just getting an echo.
Oh, I can bend that. Boy, what technology. So, anyway, as we do, those features sometimes challenge us and I just wrote some things out here. Monitoring the driver has to be more cautious than they have, because these new features change the way they may drive or those people around them may drive. One thing that never changes, hands on the wheel and almost all the time. Misunderstanding that technology becomes a problem too. How to use them. It leads to confusion, frustration, potentially unsafe driving situations. Sensor limitations. We have these little sensors around our cars that tell if anything's close, somebody's passing us, or a variety of things in that. However, during adverse weather conditions, they aren't as effective usually. Snow especially, but ice. Other things, unpredictable situations. Auto features can handle many common scenarios. They might struggle with unusual or complex situations that require human judgment. Drivers should be ready to intervene when necessary. Software updates. I don't know if many people know this, but they should be having their software on their safety features updated once a year. And usually the dealer can do it unless you are proficient based on your book and you have Wi-Fi and you can download. My new car, they just left Wi-Fi out. So I have to go to the garage and get it done, but generally they don't charge. But it is important to get updated. One thing you have to be aware of, that your car can be affected or hacked by cybersecurity. And we know some of that because some cars are susceptible to theft because they dismantle the safety things from that. They also lead to driver distraction. Cell phones are a distraction, even if you use hands-free. So minimize that. If you see the call coming in, as I do, is it someone I need to talk to? Or can I take a moment and pull over to the side of the road? Usually I can do that. They also give a false sense of security in that. One of the things I noticed is I was backing up a parking space the other day, and I can really see well, except for the driver that's speeding. You can see me backing up, but they aren't going to give. So you have to be aware that that's happening all the time. Pardon me. Going down the interstate, you change lanes, you turn your signals. You think this thing's going to blink and warn you, but people are moving way faster than you. Sometimes 80 and 90 miles an hour, and they can come right up on top of you before your system can warn you. Be aware of that. They aren't all catch-alls. And the one thing that doesn't need to be done, or does need to be done, be aware of the maintenance on those, that the lenses are clean, that they're wiped off, and that, and make sure that your garage, or however you do it yourself, this is maintained. But also, I think I said most of it that needs to be, but be careful. They aren't the answer to everything, and they can be, while wonderful assist, they also can lead to problems. So, thank you.
Okay, moving on to citizen comments, we have one. Meg Burkhart, if you could please come to the podium and state your name and address.
Hi, I'm Megan Burkhart, and my address is 2623 Vale Court here in Janesville, 53545. I'm here to just bring up a concern about the integrity of the Parker Arts Academy. There's a lot going on surrounding it being connected to a certain director, and a lot of personal stories, I believe, will start to come in soon about their experiences, and I just want to express my concern, having been the Parker Arts Academy teacher, acting teacher for 1 year, about those being very valid, and about being very concerned about that situation and the students that are currently in the program. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Meg. All right, consider approval of the consent agenda.
So moved. Second.
Motion made by Greg, seconded by Carl. All those in favor, aye? Aye. Opposed? Passes 9-0, thank you. All right, 5.1, consider approval of the JEA 23-24 tentative agreement. We have been working in there, a committee of us have been working with the JEA to come to an agreement on the CPI increase, and we've landed on 5.9% average increase and on that, and it was ratified Friday. You said about noon, Mr. Holzman?
Yes.
Ratified on Friday by their membership, and looking for a motion for approval on that, or discussion.
President Hayworth, I'd like to move that we accept and approve the agreement with the JEA of an 8% base wage increase for the 22-23 school year for the certified staff.
I'll second that motion.
And 8% base wage is 5.9% average, because I had said 5.9, so just to clarify. So we have a motion made by Kathy, seconded by Kevin. All those in favor? Aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That passes unanimously. Thank you. 5.2, Janesville Way Forward, Mr. Holzman.
Thank you. In your packet, you have information regarding the committee's recommendation to work with the Donovan Group. The committee met 2 different times, interviewed 3 potential partners, and unanimously went to Donovan. We had a breakdown of services and other ideas that we had, specifically trying to find characteristics that we're looking for. Also in your packet is a draft potential agenda that would provide an overview of the time frame that the strategic plan would take place. The Donovan Group is working on a model that would take 4 to 6 months. And again, they kind of go through who would be involved, how would we get stakeholders' input, and what the board's role and responsibilities would be. If the board did decide to approve our agreement, we would have an opportunity to meet with the Donovan Group in a workshop model next board meeting. So we'd go for about 45 minutes with the board meeting, and then we'd have a 45-minute to an hour overview with the Donovan Group and work on, you know, what's it look like for the board, what might you see, answer questions to make sure that we're designing that model in the way that we want it to do moving forward. I am confident after hearing two quality presentations, and Donovan Group happened to be the third, that they will be very thoughtful in how they help us with the process moving forward. The individual whom did the presentation is the person who will be providing the services to the School District of Janesville and our community.
Motion for approval?
Motion made by Kevin, seconded by Kathy. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? It passes 9-0. Thank you, Liz, for serving on that committee and all the other committee members. But Liz is our board rep on that. All right, moving on to the FBG update.
Well, we met, a month ago now. Like forever. And really the focus of that meeting, it was pretty much right after the governor had signed off on the state budget. So our focus really was the preliminary aspects of the budget. What does it mean to us, which that'll be coming out more and more as we get into the details. The other piece is talking through our capital projects, referendum and ESSER, where they're at, and kind of wrapping up the previous referendum projects, which hopefully by the end of the month we'll be able to say they're completely done. And then really to walk through and capture some thoughts and things that we did. Obviously, we won't necessarily be capturing pictures to share, but we will tell the story of just making sure our buildings are more secure. The ESSER projects, the focus has been Franklin Middle School. This summer is one half of the building, and next summer will be the other half of the building. It was really short and sweet, so I will end the report there. If there's any questions, let me know.
Thank you. Good work on that committee. All right, future meetings, times, and agenda items. I don't have any agenda items.
The Finance, Buildings, and Grounds Committee will meet on Tuesday, August 15th at 4 p.m. at Franklin Middle School, and that is a location update. Previously said that it would be here, but we have switched to Franklin. The Board of Education will meet on Tuesday, August 22nd, at 6 p.m. here at the Educational Services Center with a board workshop to follow the regular meeting regarding strategic planning.
Great, thanks Denise. Oh, Denise, could you give us a Bags of Hope update and the fundraising and that kind of thing that's going on with it right now?
Bags of Hope currently. Yes. For the finance meeting?
Right.
Yes, the finance meeting is at Franklin. Our Bags of Hope will be having a fundraising concert on October 12th at the Janesville Performing Arts Center. It's a 7 p.m. concert with the band being Rod Tough Curls and the Bench Press. It is a live concert. It is a party concert. We expect to have a great turnout and have a lot of fun at that. We're also conducting a Pampered Chef fundraiser right now that'll go through the end of the month, and anyone can contact me if they want a QR code or a link. 30% of all of the sales from that Pampered Chef will go directly to Bags of Hope.
Thank you. That's good stuff. And thanks to Kelly for hosting that Pampered Chef party for us, or putting that on for us. All right, with that, we are adjourned.